Good evening, everybody. So we are in the last week of May 2021. I cannot believe how fast this year is going. At least for me, I think it's literally feels like it's flying. And might be because I've been really busy this year. I don't know. So I have the first class published and recorded. I had several students attend. I don't know if any of them are in this group though. I'm not sure. I have to look through all the members. I've grown so fast in the last couple of weeks. I need to look at my members again. So the first class is up, and you can find the links to any of the classes at stephaniegrams.com. And then classes, the second and third classes are going to be live the first week of June. But that's not really why I'm jumping in here on the group. So the group has grown quickly, like I said, in the last week, maybe last 2 weeks. If you could take a minute to introduce yourself to all the members, that would be fantastic. Let us know, are you already offering memory bears? Are you just getting started? Is it a goal, something that you would like to do? Just kind of fill us in. Let us know what's going on with you and all that fun stuff. And then one of the tips I was going to give tonight was for how to start a memory bear business. That's the name of my book. It's a PDF book on Etsy if you're looking for a copy of that. Sorry, my allergies are so bad. If you didn't know, we moved back to Ohio, and for me that's like allergy capital. So if you see me doing this, it's strictly because my allergies are through the roof. So getting your EIN instead of using your social security number for your company. First of all, you need to decide if this is a hobby or a volunteer, like an outreach where you volunteer your time, or if it is a business. So if you are going to offer this as a business, definitely look up your Secretary of State. Like for Ohio, we have Ohio Secretary of State and Ohio Business Gateway, I think it's called, where we can just register our business, get our license, and it's super easy. It's very simple to do in Ohio. But if you're not in Ohio, your state most likely has a website for you to register your business. I registered as an LLC because I wanted the protection. I wanted that corporate veil to separate me and my family from my company. I don't want the two intermixing, and all for legal reasons. You know, if something crazy would happen with my business, then I wouldn't want to lose what we have as a family, like a house, a car, or whatever. Not that I have a house, but I'm just trying to give you some ideas. Definitely take my experience. I'm only sharing my experience. I'm not giving you advice. Just take my experience and information and the resources to your own legal team, to your own accountant and tax team, and things like those types of individuals. When I started this company, I didn't have any help, none. The industry secrets are not shared. And so I thought, you know what, I believe in this type of business. This is legacy work. It's comfort care work. It's very important to people, you know, in the healing process. And I thought, you know what, since I felt like I had to sink or swim kind of thing, and I wasn't going to sink. That wasn't an option for me. So I just literally jumped right in with both feet and figured I'd figure everything I needed to know. I'd figure it out along the way. I do have an extensive business background in other companies that I've owned. I've owned different businesses throughout my life, but this is a little bit different. All right, you kind of tread on water, like what to say, what not to say, that kind of thing with these types of services. So when you're getting started with your company, think about it. You know, there's different types. I know for us, we have like LLC. We have, I don't think there's even sole proprietor listed anymore. There's incorporate and corporations and things like that. I am a single member LLC. That's how my company is. I'm the only person in the LLC, just me. So anyways, I'll move on. So I went to DNB. That's Duns and Bradstreet. And I think that's what it's called. Give me 1 second. And I got my DNB number, so that goes along with your business filings. And I'm skimming through my book if you're wondering where I'm getting this information or why I'm looking down from you. It's not because I'm rude or anything like that. So sole proprietor, again, I didn't see that listed at the Ohio Secretary of State. In the olden days, I did see that, and I don't see it listed there now. Then we have the LLC, and let me see here if I had anything else listed. Those are, I guess, basically the two. I mean, again, definitely check for your own Secretary of State. Permits. I needed to get a vendor's license, and I only had to pay $25 for that. And I did not get a transient vendors because I'm not going outside of Ohio selling this. I might have customers from different states ordering from me, but for the most part, it's typically like Ohioans. Well, okay, the last couple have been Ohio, but I've served other states. But anyways, I didn't need a transient vendor's license. I just needed my seller's vendor's license. Again, check with your state. Let me see here. And you can find that information at the IRS website, so definitely check there. Again, I don't use my social security number. I have an EIN that was free. I got that from the IRS website as well, and I recommend that you do that. There was something else I wanted to share with you tonight. Give me just 1 second and I will get that for you. And again, I welcome your questions. I mean, I've had individuals email me questions or private message me questions, and I do my best to always answer those. Sometimes they'll ask me not to address it publicly like I'm doing now. And if that's you and you don't want me to answer it publicly, by all means let me know and I will just answer you privately. And I never call anybody's name out unless they tell me to do so. Let's see here. Memory bears, there are so many different types of patterns. The most popular pattern for me is what I call the original 9-piece, and I think it's McCall's, and I've shown pictures in the group. So if you just scroll like through the videos, you'll probably see the pattern I'm referring to. But there's so many opportunities for you to offer. Like the 9-piece bear is more time consuming. It requires more fabric, more stuffing, more of everything, right? More time. A little bit different skill set when it comes to sewing and piecing, like a puzzle piece, you know. There are other patterns, and there's like a 4-piece, there's more like a 2-piece. It's kind of more of a flat teddy bear pattern. You can get you can make miniature bears if you really wanted to, and I know that those, believe it or not, they do sell. And sometimes you'll find those little bitty tiny memory bears sold as ornaments, memory ornaments. That's just an idea, especially if you have a lot of scrap fabric and you don't want your customers to just throw the scrap fabric away. A lot of times my customers tell me to keep it and do what I want with it. But I always offer the option to have some ornaments made. And as far as ornaments, and I know this is not technically a memory bear, but I'll throw it in there. Ornaments can be any shape, any shape. Get a cookie cutter, trace it, make an ornament. Okay, we have hearts and little miniature bears, angels, round ones, stars, moons, dogs, a cutout of dogs, fish. Somebody likes to fish, and in memory of like grandpa or uncle or their dad who liked to fish, you would make a fish ornament. There's just so many different things you can do to try to keep their clothes out of the landfill but also give them another idea for gifts for loved ones instead of just a memory bear. And I don't want to keep rambling on about that. A contract, I require a contract even for friends and family. Again, my company, my LLC, requires legal documentation for every order. And not me, Stephanie, the sister, not me, Stephanie, the friend. It's Stephanie, the business owner of this LLC that's providing your service. That's why we have a contract. Get used to doing that. Your friends and family will respect you for having a contract, having everything in writing. That shows them that you are serious about your business. Okay. What was there? Okay, so real quick, I'm going to give you some ideas to think about as far as an action plan. If maybe you already offer memory bears, but it's not the type of business you want. Maybe you want to make this full-time, your full-time focus, and you just don't know how to do that. So kind of listen to what I'm telling you with that mindset. So set up your online store. If you want to start with Etsy, go for it. It's very simple to set up. It's like 20 cents a listing. If you need a link to get some free listings, let me know. I'll share my link. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost me anything. I don't earn any money by sharing that information with you. But it's nice to know, because if you use my link, I get some free listings, and then you get free listings. All right, so you'll want to set up your online store. You will want to buy your own domain name. If that's the first thing you do, secure your domain name. And when I say that, listen very closely, okay? Because I don't want anybody yelling at me. If you find a business name that you love, you need to search first. Make sure it's available. Don't add any weird spellings. If it's supposed to be spelled with a C, don't use a K. If it ends with an S, don't add a Z. That's what I'm saying when it comes to this type of company. Again, do what you want. I'm just giving you some ideas. All right, so you will want to look at the national database for business names. And again, I have the link in my book, but I don't have my book in front of me to give you the exact URL. So you're going to want to look for your business name there. Then you're going to want to see if it's available with your state so you can get your business license. Then you will want to look up, and I open tabs up on my computer. Every time I buy a company name, and I have more than one company, I have all these tabs open. I have the national database, I have trademark, I have my Secretary of State, I have namecheap.com because that's where I buy my domain names. If you need a link, I do have an affiliate link on stephaniegrams.com, so you can look there too. And I also look for social media accounts. I have every tab open on my website or on my laptop, and I jump from one tab to the next before I purchase anything. Because if the name is taken, I scratch that name completely. I don't buy it at all. All right, so again, you can do whatever you want. I just recommend that you do due diligence and search before you make a purchase. All right, so now we move past that. I also self-host. So I use a hosting company for all of my websites, and I think I'm down to about 7. I did have 15. So I'm doing really well with not having so much internet real estate. Okay. But I build websites for fun. So that's kind of why I have so much real estate online. Okay. So domain name, business license, self-hosting, I use momwebs.com. If you go with them, let them know I sent you. Again, I have an affiliate link. They pay me a little bit if you use it. From there, I want you to think about your website for a minute. And when you're looking at your website, what should you put on there, right? Maybe you have a website, maybe it's just not, maybe you're not using it, you know? What do you have on there? The bare minimums, get it, memory, bare? Yeah, all right, I know, it's cornball. The bare minimum I recommend is to have an about page, a contact page, your policy, facts, and disclosures. Those can be the same pages, separate pages, whatever you want. And then services. What services you provide, what can they expect from you? If you already have some pictures of the work that you've done, then I recommend having a portfolio. Again, if you go to my website, you can kind of see how I have mine set up. Now, everything I listed is not the end of it. I mean, I would have a newsletter so you can stay in contact with individuals. You can offer coupons and discounts and all the fun things that, sorry, got a notification, that websites have for your company. All right, social media accounts, pick whatever you want. I mean, you don't have to keep chasing all of these social medias. Now, if you are on Clubhouse or you want to and you have a smartphone, let me know. I have 7 invites, so I'll invite you to Clubhouse so we can hang out there. But Facebook business page, because Facebook does not want you selling on your personal profile, all right? And don't get banned or blocked. Just keep your sales to your groups and your pages. All right, Pinterest, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Instagram really isn't going anywhere, and believe it or not, LinkedIn. Definitely get on LinkedIn. All right, you might not get any customers there, but here's the thing: if you're making this a business, you're going to want to have publicity, and that's a whole nother video, because I was a publicity assistant in my own company for over 13 years. And I do all my own publicity. So I get picked up with newsletters. I was just featured in a magazine this month. Now I am teaching online classes with a completely different company. Excuse me. So there you have it. Sorry, I need to take an allergy pill. I could just go on and on and on, but I'm not going to do that to you. So if there's anything particular you would like me to cover or show you or teach you, please let me know. Again, you can find all of my contact information and my, like, where is Stephanie, what am I doing, it's on stephaniegrams.com. Thank you for being part of my group. It's slow building, and I appreciate all of you being here. Bye, guys.